Hello, welcome to a very interesting game. I just spent 1 hour trying to complete the practice mode because you have to climb on that wall to get out, but I'm trying to climb on this one over here. Now, to be honest, the game is probably the best climbing game you have ever played with survival mechanics, but it's just a climbing game. If you don't like climbing games, don't even think of buying the game. The game, for all of its strong points, it has so many weak points that you'll get so angry at it. Some of the biggest problems will be you cannot zoom out. If I could play from this perspective, it will be great, but no, you have to play on zoomed in your character like this. As you can see, it's very hard to judge the depth of objects. So you don't know what you can grab or what you can climb. Also, it's very hard to see your limb. Also, when you... I guess I should explain this. So, you move the WSD keys to move your next limb on automatic selection, but you can also select what limb to use. It's a very in-depth system, but the automatic system is problematic because it always chooses to use my strongest grip to let go. So as you can see, left, right. Now it should be the leg, right? Okay. As you can see, it will follow this logic way too much and it will annoy you to no end. See, I don't understand what my current balance is, and it should... I don't know, maybe the developers can implement kind of like a system where you see your current balance rating, so you know if you're about to fall or not. Okay, let's keep it in. Off ballet just means you rest. Why did it choose to put that leg over there? Is it not more stable to put it over here a little bit? And why is that leg not stable? Because this is stable even for me. I would be stable sitting over here. As you can see, you just stop shaking. Instead of you actually understanding what happened over there, you don't understand anything. And as you can see, when I press WSD to move something, sometimes it just over moves it. And you can also extend. I extended my hand. You have to be super methodical and careful what you move. This is what will get you killed or what will die. As you can see. Okay, you can press Q to rest as well. I need to go from here to there, and it seems like it's pretty obvious. That's a ledge we can hold on to. By the way, the characters are a bit ugly and meh. And also, this is a sci-fi game because we have a robot holding our things, but we're just dressed in bandages. Bandages are not very sci-fi. So, I probably need this foot to be over here so we can extend our hand. And then we just fall down because we don't have enough time to select the right limb. I don't know, I think the game should just use an active pause button where you can just select what limb to use and do some other stuff. Because this is ridiculous. You will lose literally 5 minutes of progress, of careful, painstaking progress, just because you couldn't move in a fraction of a second faster when you're just doing that climb over there. See, this is what I mean. I mean, you don't have to repeat every little mistake, and you don't have to do all of the challenges super slowly or do your climb super slowly. It doesn't let... when I... This is the only problem I have with the game. So if you don't understand the system, or if you don't like it, then tough luck, you're not getting something else. I don't think that's a stable position because it didn't grip it. But this is a stable position where we can rest. I think the game just needs more indicators and more UI options. Oh boy. I think we need to use this. And over. No, don't remove that hand. It puts the foot over the rock instead of on the rock. And then it removes the stable foot. And then it... Why did you do that? Why did you not put it... Oh, wow, this is so annoying. It didn't really put it back where it was in the first place. The game has a logic problem, and some people will finish this super fast, some people will finish it super slow, but I think the problems are related mostly to the UI. Otherwise, it's a pretty good game. If they can fix the UI, they can probably gain some mainstream attention. Wait, what is this? What is this? Why? I just want to put the foot over there. Why did they have to complicate things so much? Sometimes it just refuses to do what you want. Now I need to quickly move my right hand and head in a very stable position like this. And how do I climb up there? Because as you saw, whenever I try, I'm just not given enough time to move the right way. Okay, that's a grip. And then you just run out of time. Yeah, if the game had a better UI, I think this would have been so much better. I also use pythons, but I'm not sure why I cannot use them over here. Probably because it's supposed to be a challenge. The tutorial is only passing 4 climbing challenge, but this is the 6th one. Which I probably think means this one is much harder. Or a little harder. Okay. Also wish the climbing logic would be better, because you would need to move your weak points first, not always in the same order. Look at that. You're fine, don't worry. So you remove your right hand and then your right foot. And then your left foot. And only then you remove this one. But you don't use it to grip. Put your stupid foot over there already. We're fine over here. So see, the shaking also doesn't make sense. Oh no. Put your hand on that thing before you drop down. Not what I would use normally. Okay. Okay, we did the 6th wall. I guess that was not so bad. Seven and 8, I'm not even sure how bad that will be. Also, this is... Leave it alone already. This is the inventory UI. I broke a Python, but I luckily found another one. And this is a book, this is a barometer. The game is a bit on the modern side of politics. The character was screaming so much when she fell down and screaming also profanities that I got tired of it. I got really sick and tired of my character screaming like an idiot and cursing and doing all sorts of nonsense, so I just zero voice volume. And everything is so quiet and peaceful now. So how do I want to approach this? You have also a few options, meaning you have 4A and 4B or 5. I see you have a few options, I like that. 3 is also pretty easy. 8 seems like it's really annoying. 7, how do I even approach it? Because you... Yeah, watch out for falling people. I don't know why they interrupt me like this. I think they should be stable enough to be climbable, because the ability is not just So that should be a grip, but I don't think they count that as a grip. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's one thing I would change about the game right now, is give you kind of like a grip meter or something. So just learn you. So grip strength doesn't just mean to the left or the right or grabbing onto a rock. It mostly means just having the balance needed. Wait, 8 is there. Oof. But you cannot see always the incline. Yeah, fine, I'm over here. 7 was so easy compared to the other ones. I guess 6 might have been the hardest one. But we cannot use the robot as a little grip. Dead. I guess we have no pythons for that one, which just makes it more annoying. Yeah, developers work a little more on the controls, and probably people think this is Game of the Year. By the way, this is on the second difficulty. The first difficulty is very easy, the second one is a little harder. And the third one means you will have no pythons to work with, which is scaring me, to be honest. Why did you do that? No, no. You have this under control, don't drop it. Yeah, it's just bad. So yeah, first difficulty casual, second difficulty hard, third difficulty will not have any pythons for the entire trip, plus everything will be much harder. At least for this section I cannot justify wasting 1 minute for every little thing I do. I guess that's something we can grip. Oh no, why did you... Yeah, it's just, it needs so much accuracy. Why does the game need so much accuracy? I couldn't put my hand or foot on the right thing, so I ended up falling down, sadly. Also not very clear what you can grip. I guess the game could just put more hints on what to do when climbing. See? I lost a foot and then... Oof, that's so annoying when that happens. Also when you rest like this... Oh. This is stable. I think I will want to climb on the top. Don't understand. That should have been a safe grip, but instead you... Yeah. Give me a stabilimeter or something, so at least I understand how stable I am right now. Because it's not enough just showing you a little bit of an incline, and then you don't know how to approach it. See, I didn't have the accuracy to grab that stupid thing, so it didn't work. This is actually a better climb than just thinking about what I'm doing. Yeah, if you lose your grip once or twice, that's it. You cannot get it back. It's safe, right? I mean, come on, you're just resting on this stuff. Let's put this foot over here. I don't know, that looks stable to me, so forget about it. Is it cheating? I don't think this is cheating. Cheating would have been to waste my time with this. Okay, now... Yes, fall down like that. Perfect. Especially they insisted on making the character look very ugly and... Could have been a fun game. I hope this game gets modding. So you get this. Photocopied map, a secret location on Mount Kami, only from... 14-bar criminal beekeeper map. I guess our goal is to climb the highest mountain. You also find some spare change around here, so don't leave until you get the spare change. A water bottle. I guess complete all of these climbs and all of that other stuff. Okay, that our backpack is a little fuller. I hate stinging things. Yeah, it's okay. Also bought Alpine Cola and protein bar with my extra coins I found. We also have chocolate and some other stuff. Water, chalk. I bought compost crates, chalk. And now we can focus on getting out of this place and actually playing the game. Now as you can see, we can use the pythons now, and after we finish the climb, we can get the pythons back. Seems like we have a pretty solid grip. That's kind of funny. I just need better graphics so I can better understand what is climbable and what is not climbable. Otherwise, it's a pretty good game. Just give me an indicator when I can grab something and when my grip strength is about to fail me, and I'll be okay with the game. So if you don't take in time, you'll break your python, which is a mechanic I'm not sure I hate. I mean, I kind of hate it, but I understand why it's like that, so meh. I guess you technically have 7 pythons if you didn't break one by accident. My nose is itchy. That was a weird Leg extension, really not again with it. Put the leg over there a little. Is bad. I'm panicking a little bit. I think this is what it means to play with assisted mode on. I guess assisted will just show you what to do. And I think if this character would be better looking, this game would have been so much more successful. But nope, they had to go and make all of the characters look like potatoes. What happened there? See, this is why I don't understand some stuff. I had it and then I suddenly didn't have it anymore. So imagine if you're playing a hardcore run of this. You'd probably stand over here for 20 minutes doing this. When you can... Come on, time. You can just kind of YOLO it with almost the same effects, except that you need to be a little faster on your choices. Not so bad. That's stable. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, okay. I wish there was a better logic for this climbing sometimes. You know what? This is why I just choose to climb, because otherwise it can be so finicky. The point where I prefer just have a strong base and move up. Not sure why I fell there. The game is a little bit oversaturated with colors, but I like it. Biovac said to save your progress. I don't think the game is very long. I guess that's our gym. Also, this is the fastest we can go. Raspberries. I also wish we'd know how every item looks like so we can get them. Wait, what's in my bottle? Oh, it's empty. No, fill it up with water. Water is used for cooking and some other stuff. So, I guess our canteen has 4 uses. That only has 3. Pine cola, delicious. I'm not sure what that is. I guess that's you take less damage. Because there's an invisible wall, they wouldn't allow you to do that. Yeah, games these days are way too safe in my opinion. That's a nice plant. You cannot catch frogs for whatever reason. I guess you don't eat frogs. But you can fish if I remember correctly. pollution of your trash. Pika. Oh, it's a cute rat, the Pika. Okay, shall we climb a little more? I think we'll climb a little more. I really wish we'd move faster, I don't know. See, this is why developers should really just... Well, I guess if you move faster, you might finish the game too fast and then people will get upset about it. I don't imagine this game having over 10 hours of content, maybe 5 or 6. Maybe if you know how to do everything perfectly, a lot less. Yeah, so we also have hunger, health. I'm not sure, I guess it's bleeding or whatever, and also, I guess that's coldness? Tab. Yeah, route planning is very important. Okay, I see. I guess that just shows you your path, and if you fall, you can probably just go back the same way. That's probably what they mean. This robot can help us a lot more. Guess we want to play fair. But right now I just need to left click and press W a lot of times, I guess. This is not my favorite part of the game. I kind of dislike it. Load. I think we also have tents and some other stuff later, but for now it's a bit annoying. So in order to probably save a few minutes over here, I'll just choose to left click a lot. But the game doesn't agree with my style. The game wants me to always plan all of my moves, even though it's not dangerous, even if it's an easy climb. Yeah, I can see some FPS loss, so there is definitely something wrong with the performance of the game. Why are you bending the foot like that? Guess we didn't take any damage. Ah, so that's water. Then you should probably drink some water and then refill the water bottle. Take a bag. Fill. I kind of like these small survival elements. How do you see the difficulty? That's another question. Well, I guess you'll just have to trust me, I'm playing on the harder difficulty. Let me show you the difficulty system. I hope it doesn't overwrite my save file. Yeah, difficulty Alpinist. So Alpinist is a challenge one. Explorer and then free solo. No, thank you. Survival is easier. Survival is a balance. Climb with gear and pythons. No python, no belay. Delay. No saves, death is final, assist options are unavailable. Yeah, so no thank you on that one. I guess I should just use more pythons. You only risk breaking them, but that will only happen if you're not careful. And if you're trying to use them from a position that is not safe. I guess it can look really impressive if you master all of these things. Yeah, I don't know, the game seems to be chugging over here for a little bit. You cannot accuse it of being extremely photorealistic, to be honest. This is because of all of these balance things the game is doing. That's stable footing. Stable my foot, right? Why doesn't it let me load the game? Okay, the game needs probably more quality of life things, but overall it's a good one. And I just don't like some aspects of the game, like that particular mechanic where you don't see how balanced you are or how much time you have until you fall down. Or how you are not allowed to cheat the easy climbs a little bit. I guess in assisted mode you'll always probably grab the best thing possible. I'm also a bit upset about the accuracy needed to do some things. Like over here, she should probably not do anything dangerous like this. She does it anyway. Oh, not that. They're at risk of falling down. Yeah. It's the easy stuff that always gets me. I need to go on the left side and I see a little indentation. Why does it let me extend the leg so much if I cannot really extend it? It's okay. How will you put your... That's impressive. Yeah, they need to work on these things a little bit more. That's a grip. Come on, the thing is over here. We are almost done and you're just making things hard for no reason. Are you kidding me? I would have fallen over there. Yeah, see? Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so I hope we can directly drink. I also prefer numbers, so I'll just assume this is 30%. I just hate it when developers think that they are so fancy that they don't introduce bars. Well, I guess when the developers don't introduce numbers to their game because they think it's more fancy like this. Ugh. I want UI elements. I love UI elements. Yeah, the game is a bit choppy, so there is definitely something affecting performance, but I just cannot put my finger on it. That's a cool looking cave, but no thank you. I guess it's still a wonderful game with its own little quirks. Portrait or landscape. How about no thank you? Okay, from the looks of things we have to climb this portion and then we'll get to somewhere more interesting. Yeah, I should probably just use the pythons, to be honest. crystal. I didn't see it. I guess it's good at that, teaching you some stuff about herbs. Sometimes the character feels like it can climb on anything, but other times it just feels like your character is extremely inept at doing anything worth doing. I guess that side would be harder in a way, so probably we should choose this area over here. Okay, let's maximize our climbing tactics. Yeah, definitely. What? Are you joking me? You have to sleep, otherwise... This is insane. I have to redo this climb just because my character fell 30 centimeters above the ground and he decided to ragdoll down the... Wow, that's spectacular levels of fail from the developers. I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a very divisive game amongst a lot of people just because of all of the stuff you see, but stuff like that should never happen in my opinion because I did nothing wrong. I just was testing a way up and then, oh, you almost died, you idiot. Why? Because you fell down 15 meters, but it's not even close to the cliff side. What did I do this last time? I forgot. What? It removed my... Ah, come on. So the pathway is useless. I think I used the other side, but this time we'll use this one. I guess they need a performance patch, to be honest. Very unique style of climbing, I have to say. Okay, just ignore that. If I leave, no. There's no exit and save. I guess we'll look at what Gentian and Milk Crystal do. Although I kind of know what they do. There's no reason to climb over here. Or maybe there is. Proteins. Oh man. Okay. It's so... This is such an easy climb, but I guess my character has to overcomplicate it to some weird ways. Please don't fall 15 meters after this. Eggs are nice. So you do so many bad things, but you're actually a nature enthusiast. But you also find vending machines on the mountain to sell you some protein bars and some other stuff. I think I'll finish the game. It depends on in what mood I am, but that was so ridiculous with the stuff I had to go through. I mean, I got my expert climbing certification and then I just fell down the mountain in the most weird and absurd way. I'm still going to do each of these because I think this will be for an achievement or something. Looking good. Why would you choose landscape? Portrait is so much better. Yeah. And the game chugs a lot. I guess that's still the best way to climb, but man, that fall down was so brutal. We have thistle. We need to put these in tea. Delicious. Cook it preferably. Yeah. Don't rush it like last time, otherwise we'll have another tragedy. Technically only your feet need to be stable. Huh. Guess now we need to go a little bit to the left, but still this is kind of annoying because you can climb. I guess the game needs a straighten up option or something like that. Why? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why did she fall down? That was a perfect position to rest. There was no high angle. There was no strain. She just decided she wanted to fall down. Yeah, see? This is why I always ask for quality of life in games, because they always are lacking it in some way or another. I guess I should just start using more pythons, to be honest. Metal. I guess we can climb down, but there's no point in doing that. With a robot, you're too excited to climb. Oh, I guess there are a lot of water sources, at least in this part. I assume there's something on top of that. No, there's nothing. Is there anything here? Probably there is. This is why I like the game so much. I mean, it has a few surprises here and there. Doing all of this for some pistol. They need to fix the FPS issue. also add that stability thing I talk about so much. I have a better idea of what's going on. Okay. Oh, wow. I guess this is the best option. Here it looks like we have more resting points. I think I'll prefer this one because we have more resting points. Let's just start climbing. The robot will go into panic mode. It would be funny if the robot has a red light or something, and whenever you start climbing, the robot enters panic mode and has a bulb that flashes red. And maybe something that says danger on it. I guess this path is a little easier to follow. As you can see, you cannot see the depth, so you don't know something is really stable or not. It's not very clear how much stamina you recover every time you are doing something. How much stamina you lose, so that's also a thing they would probably need to improve tiny bit, see? That was stable. Okay, so that's the first step. Here is not so bad. It'd be super nice if there was something over there, but I guess that would make the players very suspicious of every little nook and cranny, and to take away from the climbing and it would become a mystery game instead. I kind of disagree with all of this stuff. I mean, if the game was a little more clear... Let's try that again. If the game was a little more clear with the depth perception, or at least it would give you an indicator of your stability, this would be so much better. I think the game would be a huge success if it had that. As you can see, you are going to waste 5 to 10 minutes with easy climbs, just so you do it in a safer way. There's not much point in doing it safely, in my opinion. I'm not sure what we're doing over here. Our body is moving in ways a human body shouldn't move. Okay, that's the easy part. What happened over here? Why did I fail? I'll try and use pythons from now on. Because we seem to be falling down a lot more than we should be possible. It should be possible for us to fall. Okay. You think you can grab something over there, but if you fail the grab, that will just mean you have a very hard time going up. This is stable, and I guess we'll put a python over here. I'm not sure why the bar gets bigger or smaller sometimes, based on whatever thing they think. So I can Probably just quickly climb. That puts your leg into the hole perfectly, but you need to align it. So I still don't understand why you need so much accuracy for something like that, but okay. So that was the... grab. I don't understand this. I grab. I guess you just need more stability in the legs, because the hands don't matter that much. It's a bit of a shame. To really offer support for the leg. I'm not sure why this is considered stable. That will go with the flow. If your feet over there. Oh, I need to go to the left. Okay. I still don't understand why they let me do a big extension like that. That's definitely wrong. And that will cause me to make mistakes like that, because it's fine. I'm not giving up until I do this climb, even though it's still a pretty long way. I guess I should just use, yeah, we'll just use all over Pythons. It seems like it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, yeah, you can do it without Pythons, you can do it slower, you can do it faster, but it seems like it's just a waste of time to not use the Pythons whenever you can. Especially because our character is somewhat of a novice sometimes. Look at this. Why don't you just grab the ledges? That's a perfect position for your leg. Why? What if we used chalk? But the grip was never the problem, the grip was stamina. Or the lack of stamina. Oh, so it's per moves. That makes it kind of useless in my opinion. Because you use it up when you don't need it. Okay. This is technically the easy part of the climb. Did the foot slip over there? I have a lot of doubts about this one. It's like different attempts will give you different results. Let's enter full gamer mode. You know, like I said, it's so annoying. You have to be super safe even with the easy portions because of that. Quality of life. Quality of life is 100% of what the game needs right now. I cannot put my foot down fast enough. No, just don't have enough time. I mean, it's very easy to hit the hard times, but come on, how fast do you want me to do it? I don't think you should need this type of accuracy, especially when you don't have all of the information. I guess the game wants you to be 100% sure of every little footstep. This thing over here should be stable ground, but it's not stable. Okay. This will just gonna be a cheat point. And if it gives me the option of extending my leg there, I expect you to put the leg there. That's safe. I guess I have to do this the slow and steady way, and I don't want to do it like that. But you still have to take the chance. See, when you get over here to the final one, you still have to take a big chance. Why is that not safe? Why, game? Tell me, why is that not considered safe? Because look at that. It's actually more room than the size of our feet to put it there. She just refuses to get a good... Okay, finally we did it. Also very dark right now, I guess. The game doesn't want me to climb such a steep incline. And I agree with the game on that one. It's a very steep incline over there. Yeah, don't worry. We will manage to cheese our way over there, I guess. Yeah, I'm not very patient when it comes to stuff like this, but I'll still finish the game on Alpinist Difficulty. I guess... Game, be consistent. Why? Why did you fall and slip down there? There was actually absolutely no reason to do that. I have about 2 seconds of grip. Oh. Yeah, that was my bad. I saw it too late. Extend. Okay, so this is a safe position, right? Oh, our feet are bloodied and we're hungry. When we get to the top of this little summit over here, we will eat. Come on, you can. I hate this. Why do you fall? Then what? Tell me what is the right approach to this situation. Man, so annoying. So basically, because I need a little bit of, maybe I need 1 second of stamina over there, I stop relaxing. All of these, basically it takes away control from the game for 2 seconds when you see that stamina restored thingy. It might not seem like it's much, but it's enough to make you wait. And look at this, 1, 2, 3. It's about 3 seconds there. Ah, that's the quality of life. That's the quality of life, developers. That's all I ask. That's so stupid. I understand what the developers were going for, but it doesn't work as they think it works. It's not as clever as they think it is. Because my character constantly just chooses the wrong actions. Is he safe? Oh, I see what the developers want you to do. And I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. I guess when it's dark, it's easier to see some of the crevices. Up the ledge. So you see the half of a millimeter or of a tenth of a millimeter difference between a safe and a not safe is kind of staggering. Oh no. No, don't lose balance. This game will make you cry, really. I should have put a python over there if that was the case. No, no. I don't think the game is ready to be released. Just because of all of these small details the developers didn't pay attention to. Okay, I'll accept my failings. But this feels like it should be a lot easier to understand and to do. I mean, I feel like I'm wasting probably minutes or half of my climbing time is just trying to get a grip on things that I should get a grip without so much trouble. When you can actually grip things, it's a lot easier, and yeah, they need the cancel action button for sure. Oh, so much better. Yeah, just put a python. I guess the more you use, the harder it becomes. Put more. I guess I can agree with that mechanic. That's just for safety, so I don't waste so much time over here, but it's clearly this is the easiest part of the climb right now. But I failed it once. Because there's no... how should I put it? There's no way, as you can see, to get into a safe position. So because of a foot or a hand being the wrong way... Okay, grab. Grab. Yeah, see? Easy. Ooh, that's a huge mountain. Are we ready for the mountain? Oh, that was the training? Wait a minute, that was the training? Why? I thought the training was only in the base. If this, well, I guess if I knew this was the training, I would definitely speed it up. They sure decided to make the character look very ugly for whatever reason. $159 reported deaths, okay. I guess I need about 1 hour and 45 minutes to finish all of that. But most of it was testing anyway. Yeah, whatever. Leave me alone. Yeah, of course they have to insert a certain message. Why do you worry for me? If I can ask that question. That's from her couch. That's all I had, sweetie, hanging there. Well, modern politics. Why do they keep inserting it into games? I don't know. They think you don't notice, but you do notice. I just feel like that's totally really not needed for this game or for the story. Why? Just why? I want to climb a mountain. I don't care about the backstories and stuff like that. Hey, wake up, little robot. Also, trust me, I avoided you probably 10 minutes of constant screaming. Well, this is actually a pretty small climb. Can I stay in bed more? By the way, these tents are real. I guess you get to keep whatever you collected. I don't see water, or maybe you can... Maybe... I don't know, I just completed all of that. Let me see. I think we got the full heal. Okay, let's try one time only to do the climb as best we can, and then I'll end the video. I might play more of this, but let me know if you want to see more of it. I'll definitely do one more episode. I was more interested in the survival aspect, but apparently the survival aspect is mostly you surviving extreme pitfalls and trying to grip when you should be... Gripping things should be a lot easier, to be honest. Instead, the hardest part of the game is just that. Trying to grip something right. I'll do this the next episode. It's not so bad, I mean... That robot is working overtime. There's no reason for this to be this slow, by the way. Yeah, they're just padding out the game time. The walking animation should be a lot faster. The climbing on the rope should be a lot faster. They're just padding out the game time, sadly. This game will be amazing once it's modded with the right mods. I like it, but definitely need to play it extremely slow, which is something I don't really agree with, because you can play it super fast as well. And the game is definitely balanced for automatic limb selection when climbing. And definitely... that's considered stable, okay. Put your feet in the little crevice there, please. Yes. That's definitely more stable than before. I should also let you use this climb, this particular gameplay mode, because it's so much easier to understand how to climb when you see what's next. So they should let you select the last used limb to adjust the movement a little bit. Because that's what you need most of the times. A little adjustment so you don't put your foot in a dangerous position. And now foot goes not there. Not there either. Fine. Should I use a python? Yeah, let's use a python so I don't sit here until morning. Perfect. So only the feet matter for support. Okay. This feels a little bit like cheating, but again the game is balanced like this, so I'll not complain too much about it. Yeah, I really wish you'd grab the safe ledges, but okay. It's 100% safe. Oh, that's all we have to do. Don't tell me you'll fall down here. I think we already know what game we're playing. This is not the ending of the game, this is the beginning. I don't know why. You need to see the credits before. How funny would it be if you just say whoop? You can jump from here. fire? No, it's probably just... What are these guys? These guys are French. Yeah, seems like they're French. Why? Unbelievable developers, why? After such a strong start, they just bore you to tears with this extremely slow walking, listening to music. Unless you're an American, you don't like music that much in your video games or movies. Bat, goat. Yes. Hiker. A bona fide no? Oh, she's very tall. I like that. Medium length, light brown hair. I guess you have to maybe save that person. I guess you climb this, go up. Looks like there are more things over here. Like I said, you should probably look for change so you can use the vending machines. This needs to be modded. Oh yeah, this is running, if you can believe it. This is normal work speed. This is running. Because that's the famous Pika. Don't blink or you will not see it. Also, what is our little robot friend fueled by? Atomic energy? So I guess we can climb through there. But if you climb through there, you will have to climb that as well, I think. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Survival elements and a lot of cool stuff like this. Plastic bag. Guess we can eat some stuff. Broken camera. I guess that's just to give you chol. This does done automatically. Okay, we don't need water. We were super hungry if I remember. Okay. Okay. It's so sunny. Well, because I increased the gamma. So let's change that. Okay. Enough. See you next time. Bye bye.